Welcome all. Today's top breaking news with Gitanjali from Bayan Times. 9 COVID 19 cases in Assembly, 616 test positive. COVID 19 cases were reported from Assembly in Velagapudi. A constable and a driver were among the people who tested positive. Samples from them were taken on Saturday and returned positive 2 days later. Meanwhile, an SI, a head constable, and 4 constables of Mangalgiri police station were also infected. The COVID 19 count in the district jumped to 5,494, with the highest single day spike of 616 cases. Of the total, 2,766 are active cases, while 2,670 people were discharged from COVID hospitals after their complete recovery. The corona toll of the district is put at 58. Guntur Rural SP Vishal Gani said a special drive will be conducted to enforce COVID 19 restrictions strictly. Pillion riding on two-wheelers will not be allowed and action will be taken against those who venture out without wearing masks as part of measures to curb the spread of coronavirus in rural areas of the district. Criminal cases will be registered against the violators of COVID 19 guidelines, the SP warned. Tirupati declared a containment zone till August 5. In view of the continuous spike in COVID 19 cases, the entire Tirupati town has been declared a containment zone till August 5. Chittur Collector Dr. Narayana Bharat Gupta, addressing the media, said 30% of the 5,400 confirmed infections reported till now in the district were from Tirupati alone. Commercial establishments will stay open till 11 am, after which even liquor stores and banks must close. Pharmacies can function round the clock. The administration will review the situation again at the end of this month and announce a fresh decision, the collector said, adding each of the 50 wards in the municipal corporation limit has recorded 20 to 40 positive cases so far, and that 56 people have died of coronavirus in the district. Bharat Gupta reviewed the COVID 19 situation in the district with Civic Chief P.S. Girisha and Urban SP Avula Ramesh Reddy. The SP urged the townspeople not to come out of their houses after 11 am. The 45 days of lockdown in Srikalahasti has yielded good result. Now we are expecting a similar outcome in Tirupati. 72 police officials and 40 personnel of APSP battalion have earlier tested positive. The department has lost one CI and a home guard to the virus, he added. Andhra Pradesh reports 54 deaths, 4,074 COVID 19 cases in a day. Andhra Pradesh registered 54 more deaths and 4,074 COVID 19 cases, taking the cumulative case load to 53,724. Authorities said of the 54 deaths, 9 each were reported from East Godavari and Guntur, 7 from Krishna, 6 from Anantapur, 5 each from Chittur, Srikakulam and Vishakhapatnam, 3 each from Kurnool and West Godavari, and 1 each from Kadapa and Vizianagaram. The unprecedented surge in East Godavari has made it the top COVID 19 hotbed of Andhra Pradesh. The south coastal Andhra Pradesh alone reported 1,086 cases on Monday to become the first district to cross the 7,000 case mark. Guntur registered 596 cases and Kurnool 559 cases on Monday. The state tested 33,580 people on Monday to diagnose 4,074 fresh cases. Altogether, 1,338 people were declared cured, and there are currently 28,800 active cases, with 24,228 cumulative recoveries and 696 deaths. The recovery rate now stood at 45%, while the mortality rate remained at 1.29%. Of the 2,895 COVID 19 cases detected among the foreign returnees and those who came from other states, 2,564 people were already discharged. After beating COVID 19, Telangana's Gandhi Hospital doctor counsels infected juniors. As the number of doctors infected by COVID 19 keeps rising across the state, one resident doctor has undertaken a small mission to help young infected resident doctors cruise through these trying times, a WhatsApp group to communicate and console. Dr. Shekhar Reddy, a resident doctor from Gandhi Hospital's neurology department, contracted the virus, possibly at work, over 2 weeks ago. The doctor did not have a scary tryst with the virus and has recovered completely. However, he did notice that many of his juniors and other resident doctors who had tested positive along with him were depressed and scared. Speaking to Express, he said, many of the first year students as well as seniors, especially the girls, seemed very scared and depressed after testing positive, which was also affecting their recovery. I took a simple step to make a WhatsApp group called Be Positive where we talked, shared motivational speeches or quotes, and kept each other company virtually. Many COVID 19 patients are facing psychological distress and panic attacks. Psychologists say that a little confidence boosting by friends and family can go a long way to help them. Many corporate hospitals in the city are also providing counseling sessions along with their COVID 19 treatment and consultation kits. Nadu Nedu furniture distribution to schools from July 25. Education Minister Adimulapu Suresh has directed the officials concerned to start distribution of furniture such as fans, sanitary materials, cupboards to all schools under the Nadu Nedu scheme from July 25. He was speaking at a review meeting on the state government's prestigious scheme at the Secretariat. Suresh mentioned that as per centre's orders, the new academic year will start from September 5. Do not compromise on quality of works. The quality control teams should monitor the works on a daily basis, make delivery schedules for the distribution of materials to all schools. He said and directed B. Rajshekhar, Principal Secretary, Education, to oversee the works. There should not be any delay in fund flow. Works related to toilets construction and drinking water units should be given more focus, he said. The officials brought to minister's notice that there was delay in supply of cement for the development works. More than 17,000 tons of cement is expected to get from 17 companies soon. Ample funding is available and there should not be any lapses in payment to cement companies, said the minister. BC corporations likely to get directors by July end. Chief Minister Y.H. Jaganmohan Reddy has said that all the posts of chairpersons and directors of BC corporations should be filled by the end of July. During a review meeting, the Chief Minister said that only 69 castes among the BCs were given priority by the previous government, but his government brought all the castes among BCs under focus and formed new corporations, taking the strength to 52. So everyone belonging to BCs can stand benefited. Each corporation will have 7 to 12 directors, and it is better if all the corporations are housed in one building. The post of chairpersons and directors of all corporations should be filled by month end, and they should ensure that all the benefits are reaching the intended sections properly, the Chief Minister said. An amount of 22,685.74 crore was spent towards BC welfare, benefiting 2.13 crore people. After the YSRC came to power, he pointed out. The Chief Minister said that skill development centers are coming up in each parliamentary constituency in 18 months, and big companies from countries like Germany will be partners in the skill development program. Visakhapatnam COVID count reaches 3,000 mark, 48 die. The COVID-19 count in Visakhapatnam district reached 3,000 mark with 209 infections. After the first case was reported in Alipuram on March 19 when a 65-year-old Saudi returnee tested positive. In 104 days up to June 30, only 900 cases were recorded, but since July 1, over 2,000 cases were reported on an average of 109 cases per day. There has been a spurt in COVID-19 deaths too. Only 5 persons died to June 30, but in the last 20 days, 48 people died. 2 more persons died of coronavirus in the district on Monday, taking the toll to 53. As many as 86 persons were discharged from COVID-19 hospital after treatment, said Andhra Medical College Principal and North Andhra COVID-19 Special Officer P.V. Sudhakar. The total positive cases in the district are 3,143, of which 1,125 are active. As many as 1,965 persons were discharged from hospitals so far. There are 892 persons in 91 quarantine centers and 623 in isolation. A total of 1,10,515 samples were tested so far, and the results of 1,556 samples are awaited. Government to sign MOU with Amul. The state government will sign an MOU on Tuesday with Gujarat-based cooperative giant Amul for the development of dairy and related products in the state. Chief Minister Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy, who held a review meeting with officials on the eve of signing the MOU with Amul, said the pact will play a vital role in dairy sector development and will be helpful for the women groups to grow economically and socially, leading to their self-reliance. The initiative will help dairy farmers get remunerative price and the consumers will get quality products at competitive prices. The tie-up with Amul will lead to farmers getting the high-end technology and marketing opportunities. The state is spending 11,000 crore in the next 4 years under YSR Chayuta and YSR Asara for women, he said. Special Chief Secretary Agriculture Poonam Malakondia, State Dairy Development Cooperative Federation, APDDCF, MD Vani Mohan and other officials participated in the meeting. Telangana CM renames Irrigation Department as Water Resources. The nomenclature of Irrigation Department has been changed as Water Resources Department WRD. At a review at Pragati Bhavan, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao took a decision to this effect. Besides, Rao also declared that the government, if necessary, would sanction 1,000 additional posts for the department to strengthen it to provide irrigation to 1.25 crore acres. Rao said that Water Resources Department should be revamped and decentralized. The CM also took a decision to draw 4 TMC feet water daily from Godavari and 3 TMC feet from Krishna to provide irrigation water to the targeted 1.25 crore acres. Rao examined the draft prepared by the officials for decentralizing WRD. He directed the officials for decentralizing WRD. He conducted a workshop to discuss the draft. Rao directed officials to bring all irrigation-related wings under one umbrella. The state would be divided into different irrigation territories. Petrol cost up by Rs 1.24, diesel by 93 paise in Andhra Pradesh. To overcome the financial crisis arising out of the lockdown and the government's efforts to help migrant workers and others who were adversely impacted by the restrictions, the state government reverted to the tax regime prevailing between 2015 and 2018 and revised the VAT on petrol and the diesel. The government said the revised rates for petrol will be 31% VAT plus 4 litre of petrol. Before the revision, petrol attracted 31% VAT plus 2.76 per litre. Similarly, the tax on diesel will be 22.5% VAT plus 4 litre as against the earlier rate of 22.5% VAT plus 3.07 per litre. The decision to revert to the earlier tax regime will result in an increase of 1.24 per litre of petrol and 93 paise for diesel, official sources said. Detailing the measures taken during the lockdown, the government said it ramped up healthcare infrastructure and governing systems to manage the pandemic. This government's people-centric initiative of decentralization of governance, the village or ward volunteers and secretariat system proved to be a boon during the pandemic. With an army of around 4 lakh foot soldiers, the government could conduct 5 rounds of house-to-house survey, which immensely helped in contact tracing, the government said in the GO. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share and subscribe Pi and Times.